Well, that sucks. I went and did a thing I didn't want to have to do, and I didn't even get my gun for it. Anything else from him?
I need to be back to talk with old Leah here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larice said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building. They can only get so far before they're aching to get back. And a lot of folks really did keep coming back.
Where is everyone? The harbor is empty. Well, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. We haven't worked for 2 months now. So no one is working? Not everyone is down there, of course. He chuckles. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is, and Jean-Luc is guarding the gate. Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble, and Everard sent him on a nice vacation. For a week or so. What kind of trouble? Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business. Him and his boys stirred something up in town. Probably drank too much and got in a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everard telling them to take some time off. Don't go all bad cop on this simple, friendly fellow. What did they actually do? I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school. Let's keep this on the hardies. Let's hear about this fight you got into. I remember I was the runt of the class. The bigger boys used to pick on me. I had a bit of a temper back in the day. Flew off the handle like nobody's business. Mr. Everard and his brother always came to help. Once they beat old Noel Becker so bad he needed stitches on his head. Noel never started a fight with anyone after this. Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar are real nice guys, mister. You should go talk to Mr. Everard. I'm sure you'll be good friends. He's friends with everyone around here. Never getting anything useful out of him. It's good enough you found out Everard has a brother called Edgar and that he helped Leo. Oops. Alright, so I still want to talk to Titus and them. I get another roll. Oops. Whoops. And to prove my authority to them, which I should unequip my clipboard for, apparently. Ah, yes. I figured. Doesn't take 10 minutes to get a drink. I'm a little annoyed by how you get around now. I wonder if having the map would give me the ability to, like, fast travel around. And that all this walking I've been doing is because I didn't want to spend 90 cents on a postcard. Alright, let's get some information from them. You might be... You might be doing just that. That's minus authority. I don't need drama. I might need conceptualization. Who knows? I look nicer anyway. Alright, this is fine.
Look, the insane police officer is back.
The small man mimes blowing his brains out. You see his rat face contorted in mock despair, his fingers touching his temple. There's laughter in the room. I thought oh, there we go. Yeah, me and Everett talked. He promised you'd cooperate. So you went and talked to my mommy, and now she's making me play with you? Is that it, lawman? What's gonna happen if we don't? You gonna go tell on us? Everett sent word, right? Yeah, I heard him. The fuck do you think I'm doing here? You'd have your ass handed to you if it wasn't for the boss man's word. Let me state this very clearly, capo. Clears his throat. Hello, officer. I'm Titus Hardy, and these are my boys. Hardy boys, how may we assist you? As you look around the room, full of sweaty men swearing, drinking, spitting tobacco, does this look familiar? Where have I seen this before? You believe the place was called Precinct 41, and it was also filled with, almost exclusively, men, sitting on desks, talking shit, and wasting time. I get it, Titus. You guys really are the authority around here. You're just like real cops. Drinking beer and sitting around with your dicks in your hand. You got a problem with beer now? Not quite there. Push on. We'll go with this. Well, I'm also a big fan of beer. And jerking off instead of helping people. You saying we don't help people? He puts the beer down. I've been doing this job for 10 years. Martin Ace was a dump before we put this outfit together. They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week. Kids dead. Fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s. Congratulations on the graffito removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim. So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck. Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick. What? She needs counseling? No, not about the... I guess any of these will work, right? Why are you hiding? Or say she needs help? Yeah. Titus. He looks at her. She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's going to give it up, but on his terms. You want to help her, cop? Fine. I'm going to let you help her, but you treat her with respect. If you don't, if you question her, harass her, freight train of pain, buddy. What is her name? Classia Amandu. She's staying here at the Whirling-in-Rags. A real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit, blonde. It's Amando with an O-U. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot. Oh no! all of these decisions from the very first moments of the game coming back to haunt me. My composure is going to fail me here. Can I get out of here without? If I push even more of these, will I get bonuses or will it go worse? Classy? Oh no! I've damaged my morale by stalling. Yeah, that was a failure. You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming on your brow as Titus looks at you oddly. I don't understand what's so cool here. Nothing. He gives you a sideways glance. We just have a few more questions. What is your relationship with her? I know her. He looks around and an uncommon silence fills the room. How well do you know her? A small twitch at the corner of Kim's mouth. He has a hunch about what knowing means. Well enough, Copper. We partied. She's been here for a few months. Tries to make it sound real casual, but the muscles on his neck tighten. He, too, is failing composure roll. Or not composure. What was it? It was composure. Wasn't it? Was it? It was. So she's not from around here? You mean Revachol? No, she's an immigrant or a drifter of some sort. Been staying here over the winter. Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all. Shut up, Aggie. She doesn't need your help. Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should keep picking at it. The rape. When was that? He did it before we killed him. He's not going to do it again. So what does it matter? It would help if we could establish a timeline. Alright. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer. Here you go, boss. You said you partied. Cool, that's cool. But what did you mean? What do you think I meant? Well, what? I think that's a typo. Was it sex? Yeah, pretty much. So you're saying the two of you were close? No. No. We just fucked, that's all. I'm not going to give you any details if that's what you're after, so put your dick away. He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're going to get for now. Alright. Remember what I said. Freight train of pain. I talk about the hanging again? Is there anything else? Oh, I could say, why don't I arrest you? It's not gonna... It's not gonna end well, is it? No, I wanna get some... I wanna find out what's going on. Oh.
Officer, what was that?
It was nothing. It's not nothing. You were coming apart at the seams. Do you know the assault victim? I guess yes. I don't really know her. There's something I should know. I asked her where we were, what city this is, maybe even what year, something like that. It's clearly her interrogation technique. Anything else? She knows that I did some pretty crazy stuff before I passed out. She overheard you, or did you party together? So this is what it feels like to be interviewed. Not very fun. You'll get through it. She overheard me listening to music and doing weird things from her room. She knows I did. I already said. Oh, whatever. Okay, it's manageable. Better in the hallway. All right. Let's move on. Oh, good. Still, I don't know if I want to do that right now. Let's go. Let's go steal the postcard, and then go yell into the furnace. Wrapping up all the small loose ends first. Oh, while we're down here, maybe we should also check out the place where I found that gun. Also, I don't have any way of opening this, right? Heroic. A pry bar is not strong enough. There's nothing else here. think this is a roll that I can redo now. Yes. I don't know why I would smear my hands with coal. That was quite the yell. No wonder I failed last time. Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes through the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then, hello, you hear a woman's voice. You've awakened the entity. Are you there? Speak to me. A low rumble upstairs, the sound of a curtain being pulled aside. I guess I couldn't get up here before? Shoes in a puddle of melting snow. Does someone live here? The floorboards creak. Lead Delta 51. Alright. Trays full of dice! Colorful polyhedral dice. Hundreds of them. Only hundreds? Amateur. Candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice. I think for once I may just put one in, like, whatever I feel like. What's something that I really like to succeed at? I should have one more in spirit decor. Definitely. That was easy.
Hello, I'm Nia.
A bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools with emerald light shining through her hair.
Try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Melius. So what kind of die are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now. She's got a direct view to the backyard. I should interrogate her about the lynching. I thought this was going to be a total side tangent. What do you mean by milieux?
A milieu is like a calling station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these. Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
You must have me confused with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window.
Get inside, by the south entrance. You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking me about
I'm
dice?
I'm a dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count? Radio, Twitter? Well, you need to stop people from talking over each other. Do I need some dice? I don't think I do. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure why I'm here.
Well, if you're interested, my rate is 10 real per set, unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there is any particular stone you want to use.
The walls around her are covered with rows of precious stones and minerals. It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shelves like stalagmites. How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. It grew from there. Do you also like role-playing games? Not especially. I like working with rare metals and a steady pay, and role players as customers. They're nice people. What do you know about the man who was lynched behind the Whirling-in-Rags? Didn't know him. Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant entity here. Your window looks directly on the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening? I'm sorry. As you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window. Daily ruckus? There's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually kids. Lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike. I'm afraid I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid. Do you often work Sunday nights? It's an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home. All I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness. It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone. This person values focus above all. She keeps her sharp sight on the instruments before her. Where are we, anyway? We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. She looks at the ruddy bricks that make up the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of coal-black soot here and there. But when I arrived, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse. Creative. When she arrived here, there was no room. She must have known the other businesses. What happened to the other teams? Everyone else is gone, more or less. Are you interested in anyone specific? Found a strange machine. Fortress Accident, the radio game studio. They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Rural. That's understandable. Fantasies are serious things. The mind is the drawing board of history. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seem to be chronically liberal with their schedules. What do you mean liberal? What happened? The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time. I did hear them talking at times. She looks at the hallway as if she can still hear the chit-chat behind her curtains on a cigarette break. They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest. Did look impressive. When the money began to run out, they just began to complain about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have the willpower to produce something truly historic and to show up to work on time. They had everything they needed to succeed. Not everyone's going to make it. She tosses a pair of dice on the table. One of them stops near the edge of the metallic desk. That's the nature of the game. The result is 1 on a 20-sided die. The dice is black and filled with little silvery flakes, like snowfall. What happened to the gym? It wasn't merely a gym. It was Artemitep's Boxing Club, a community project created to steer at-risk youths away from drugs and crime. And who was Artemitep? A kind man from Ziemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as a way of giving back. Judging from the kids I've met so far, it didn't really work, did it? It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines. It's not really full of that. No one would store the drugs like that. Rollerblades and skis. They're made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rollerblades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all of their money. Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tolula or Teomotri or Kashgar or wherever he is. Why hasn't he been arrested? Sure, it's illegal, but it's not exactly anything extraordinary in business. Besides, Slipstream is history now. All the remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around. You could make a sword out of one. No, forget it. It would take too long. Broken windows. This one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milieus. Who would have guessed? Encyclopedia wants to know what's a snuff milieu. They never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just now it's just littering the hallway, and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own. Shame about the windows. Yeah. Not even gonna ask. Yeah, don't. Taxidermied bear in the cellar. The fabled Revachol Ice City. You're in for a treat here. She smiles and leans closer, hands on her knees, like a stand-up comedian ready to tell a story. The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now, ask me about their other ideas. What about the other ideas? There was really just one. It involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents an hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing. Frit does the same thing. I was about to say that. Employing sulky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Revachol Ice City. And they already had the bear. What about the bear? The bear. It didn't work out. Of course not. The bear was terrifying. Nobody wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out more malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Revachol Ice City lost a price war to its rival, Glacé 5000. Glacé 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents apiece, out of regular fridges. I killed the bear. You did what? I had to kill the bear to become the bear. No, I'll say the normal one. Of course they left it plugged in. Even in death, the bear is costing them money. The taxidermist who made it said it was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. He called it Megatherion. I've seen those in Final Fantasy XIV, maybe. Why is everyone doing drugs in this place? Even the taxidermist. Megatherion. A mega wild beast. What is a mega wild beast? It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life. Oh wait, is Megatherion the shark that you fight in Academia Anidar? This is so important that I need to pause the stream in order to find out. No. Their names are Cladocelach and Doliotis? Alright, sure. Oh well. By telling you to do more drugs, mostly. I do drugs. I've got a vision beast myself. Do you? Well, good luck keeping it under control. And now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire. There used to be a hair salon. Did I see that? Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hero about that. Or around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word. Bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad. It's not about the haircut. It's about the confidence. I have no opinions on hairstyles. Me neither. I just want it off my face. Stuffed animals. Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs. Mannequins. Used to be a fashion atelier down here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. The insect rights activists. I need to know about this. The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings. And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supporters, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection. But insects don't have any brains or feelings. Actually, they do have brains. I don't need you to tell me that. I have encyclopedia for that. As she shifts around, you notice several dead flies on the windowsill in front of her. Legs up. They're not moving. From the building's intercom, but it's not working. She rubs her forehead. I only pushed the intercom like once or twice. I think none of the doorbells work, including mine. We're still in the middle of connecting the wires. Doorbell with the empty name card must belong to her. Haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless. It doesn't work. Is the Whirling-in-Rags part of the same building complex? They're built at the same time under the East Delta Commerce Center. Explains why you call the whirling from the intercom, although I doubt that anyone responds. The darkness of this place is there, too. Did you know people call this the doomed commercial area? I've heard the stories. I don't think those stories are true. She's convinced the place is swarming with malicious energies. Placements? The bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow? I don't know why they haven't gone bankrupt yet. That's what I'm here to investigate. It's not just the bookstore that's up and running. What about the Whirling-in-Rags? You're right. The Whirling really doesn't look like it's cursed. And then there's me. I've been here for 14 years selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million real business idea, yet somehow I've survived, despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it? Pleasance thinks it's because you're the source of it, a malignant entity. Malignant entity? What does that even mean? Some kind of sorceress? What about you, officer? Do you think I'm the malignant entity? Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest. Starting to see that there is no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations. Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring. But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today? Do you have any cursed dice? What kind of die do you think fits my personality? 2 polyhedrons, red and blue. Police colors. Because I'm a police officer. Here, catch. They're a gift from me. Catch the dice. A beautiful woman tossing you a gift. Whatever you do, don't overthink it. I'm overthinking it. Totally overthinking it. My logic success has deteriorated my hand-eye coordination. Mr. Smooth Moves. You snatch the dice out of the air with one hand, just like you're in a movie. A wink. What are the odds? The red one is made of bloodstone with a lapis lazuli inlay, and the blue one is the inverse. I believe these dice are your lucky charm, officer. She winked back at you. Can you believe it? You truly are Mr. Smooth Moves. Why hasn't her business failed? This is a very, very difficult shivers check. Curious indeed. Also, oh, I can't change equipment in battle, in mid-battle. I'm not gonna roll double sixes on this. Well, anything bad? I'll probably say something weird or put my gun in my mouth again if I fail that. Questions about the building? Never mind. Okay, leave. If you roll them and squint your eyes, it looks like you're arriving on the scene, and it's raining. Look at the map tab in Journal to see which white checks have opened. None? Maybe none? I don't know. Oh, maybe... those two might have opened again? Okay. Sure. So I guess getting those got me rerolls on a couple of the things that I had tried, but they're not things that I care about. Okay, let's go to the exit now. I have no idea where the exit is. It's not down here. Oh no! I didn't mean to click that. Wasted. Don't mind me while I just, Angry storekeeper stare down. Oh no. Oh, you know, me... No, never mind. Let's try it. And then maybe after I talk to her about the curse, I can retry it. I failed! Am I only failing because he's here? Do I automatically win if I do this when he's not looking?
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus?
90 cents is 90 cents. Let's not forget, I am still $4 short of being able to afford a bed tonight. Nothing to see there, just heaps of garbage. Someone should let the sun shine in. I talked to the entity you told me about. Her name is Neha, and she's a novelty dice maker. Spit it out. What does she need the dice? For some sort of kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep. I have felt her aura. Or do I try and talk her out of the fact that ghosts exist? That's not going to work. I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse? The narrative she's built herself. It does need tearing down. She's squeezing the pendant too tight. A drop of blood in her palm. Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her. To hell, perchance you ought to lie, sir. No. There is no curse. Too many inconsistencies. First, you're one of those inconsistencies. I'm not doing as well as it looks I am. I have only my Seminese wards to thank for the protection they provide. As I said, she's a novelty dice maker. Her business has been up and running for a long time now. It's because her business consists of the psychic leech that's been feeding the curse. I see that you've fallen for her manipulation, detective. The investigation is over. I just hope you haven't made anything worse by going in there. She tucks the pendant in her blouse and concludes, "Thank you for nothing. Please do buy some books or be on your way." Total psychic collapse between the two of you right now. Well, I got experience, but...
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Alright. I don't think she'll let me do anything else with the curse. Oh well. Hermaderm. What other ridiculous things do I have to do? Still don't know where my badge is. Tattoos. You have a photo of the hangman's tattoos. Maybe someone can decipher them, tell you what they mean. You should probably talk to about 2 people about them for this. Who might know something? Actually, the occult lady in there might. Oh, and plus I'm supposed to ask him about the case still, again? I have a quest too, so... Photo... No, I guess I can't hold it. I can only interact with it. You're curious about the game map. Someday. Just you wait. Oh, wait, right. They didn't... She didn't... I didn't have any way of asking her about the tattoos. Maybe... Pawn shop guy? Sewer grate.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
This thing's really on sale? You know how the game's played.
The shine on those sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed. I can see you have a taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
Found Ultras. Impossibly sleek and simple. Futuristic silhouette of a sleek monochrome colorway. A jet black upper and a silver-lined midsole. Oh, it's madness. Reaction speed and hand-eye coordination with your feet. Small heat emboss on the veneer reads Solidarity Aid from the People's Republic of Samara. Don't look at the speakers, look at the sneakers. I already looked at the sneakers. Can't I just buy the sad Conquered Samaran speakers? Those aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Lo-fi socialist junk. I might be a lo-fi socialist junk myself. If you wanted to buy the sneakers, I could throw in the speakers for a little extra. 50 cents.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Can I ask about the missing gun? Have people from Everard Clare's Union come here to track that gun? Maybe. Shady looking guys came in here yesterday looking like they'd just taken off their Wild Pines overalls. Asked if they have a they asked if I have a police weapon to sell. I told them I already sold it. They went their way. It was a trip, but you know, all sorts of people come here asking for all sorts of things. Already asked. Needle in a haystack. The lonesome long way home. Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake. The frozen eye at the center of the district, then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox. 11 Voyager Road. But you no longer live there. Those times are gone, and so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here, and where's the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you have now. So now that this is completed, the learning cap for perception went up. Wait, raised to 5. Isn't it already 5? This is useless to me. Also, speed gives 1 side. I don't care about that. I'm not having any speed. No, thank you, sir. Yeah, maybe I'll forget that one and put something right, because perception's already a 5. So if I never take any speed, that's giving me nothing whatsoever. So we'll get rid of it. What do you like if you don't like music? The stuff I record myself. Silverware shaking in drawers as motor cars race by. Nocturnal animals climbing on the roof. Airship rotors, that kind of thing. Yes, I can. That's the other reason that I came here is...
Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Oh, and I can't. Okay. I can show him the, I don't know why I needed to say I had something to sell. Oh no, I don't like those kind of objects. No sale. Do you know what the tattoos mean? Aphotic paths? Counter radiance networks? Anti-magnetism? It's darkness. That's all I know. Sell me something lighter. I'll sell you something lighter, like a shot put ball. Alright, I think I want to sell these postcards. I don't think I'm ever going to use those. Yeah. All right. Well, I've got enough for my inn room. I ain't buying that map. Let it go. I only pickpocket. I mean, shoplift. Let's just 9 now. Maybe we'll stop here. We'll stop here, and then what's the plan for next time? So that I can actually start off the stream like immediately going to do the things that I want to do. We go talk to the girl. The thief cop route. Look, it's not illegal if it's only a map. Plus, I need it. If we are going to send him away, I don't want to talk to, what was your name? Classier? I don't want to talk to her without him there. We'll start off by asking him to tell us about the case. And then, man, I don't know. I don't know what our plan is. Maybe looking at here is a better idea. To go around and retry some of these. Maybe when he's not with us, I'll go bust open that padlock door. That's a good idea. That's a great idea. I had this like feeling in the back of my head that they said Wednesday is when that bridge would be fixed. Alright, so that is it for Disco Elysium tonight. Thanks for coming by and hanging out. More of this on Tuesday. And once again, remember that daylight savings is over. So if you are outside the US and you don't change your clocks, expect the stream to show up an hour later than normal.